Gigabyte rolls out AGESA 1.2.0.0 BIOS update for AM5 motherboards, targeting at optimizing AMD Ryzen 9000 CPUs. Gigabyte has rolled out AMD AGESA 1.2.0.0a firmware updates for the AM5 motherboard, which aims to optimize AMD Ryzen 9000 CPUs. It looks like motherboard manufacturers have started to prepare for the debut of the Zen 5 CPU platform, as multiple companies are rolling out firmware updates to ensure optimal support with the upcoming AMD Ryzen 9000 series desktop CPUs. A few days ago, MSI rolled out the AGESA 1.2.0.0 BIOS firmware update targeting the AM5 platform, which includes a range of new fixes and enhancements. However, Gigabyte has gone one step ahead, releasing the AGESA 1.2.0.0a firmware update, yet again for Zen 5 CPUs. Image source: Gigabyte. Interestingly, the difference between Gigabyte's and MSI's AGESA firmware update isn't certain yet, but one thing is for sure: both of them target optimizing the performance of the AMD Ryzen 9000 CPU platform. While Gigabyte hasn't put up a list of changes made with the new update, MSI says that their respective firmware brings in performance improvements for the upcoming Zen 5 platform, along with fixing instability issues with some of NVIDIA's mainstream GPUs, such as the GeForce RTX 4070 and RTX 4060. Gigabyte is the first company to release the AGESA 1.2.0.0a firmware update, marking the first patch for this new firmware. MSI has currently released the 1.2.0.0 version, and it might release the 1.2.0.0a soon, given that Gigabyte has already pushed it out. The firmware is available to download at Gigabyte's website under the X670A or Stream section, which means that the vendor is currently working on bringing all the 600 series motherboards to a single page, starting with the higher-end offerings.